We'd like to thank our sponsor, Dragon Shield. Dragon Shields come in a variety of colors and designs, allowing us to choose the perfect sleeve to keep our decks safe. You can pick up the perfect sleeve for you by using the link in our description below, and be sure to use our code ScryBabies to save 5% at checkout.
Welcome to ScryBabies. I'm Lewis Stardust.
I'm Tori the Vast, in space!
In space. Oh, my name's Space, kind of theme. So we're in super space. That's where we are. Hi. Edge of Eternities. That's what we're playing today. We're playing Edge of Eternities Commanders, but they're the ones that have spacecraft. Because in the set now, legendary artifacts that are vehicles can be your commander. And this is the first time we're seeing spacecraft, so we thought it'd be really fun to do a pod of all spacecraft themed commanders. But it's not just me and Tori here. We have two very special guests with us, and it is comedian MTG and Steve Stillman, who are also in space. Tell us about your... You guys hang out too much. Would you like to introduce yourselves and the decks that you're playing?
Today I'm playing an elevator. It's the Eternity elevator. I'll start on floor 1, and if I get to floor 20, boy oh boy, I'm gonna tap for a lot of mana. Now, I basically have a Thran Dynamo in the command zone. This was just an excuse for me to play colorless because I actually really like that archetype and I've never gotten to do that. And it's really cute, and I'm gonna make a bunch of elevator music jokes that'll probably get cut out in post.
I'm Steve, also known as Steve, and I'm playing the it's Seriema. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is just mono white legends because all tapped legendary creatures I control are indestructible, but that's not until later. However, this is just, I go and I get my Philia, and then I flicker this, and then I get more legends, and then it's just a bunch of different characters on a ship.
I am playing Hearthhull, the World Seed. This is a Jund landfall deck. This, of course, is a landfall deck. That's all I play, apparently. So really cool things to do when it gets stationed. I can sacrifice lands, draw cards, play additional lands, and when it gets to 8, I can sacrifice lands and each opponent loses 2 life. So we're gonna try to bring all those lands back and just do it again, and again, and again, and again.
I'm playing the Infinite Guideline station because it was in Wooburg, and that's my favorite thing to do. When it gets to the battlefield, I'm going to make tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature tokens for each multicolored permanent that I have. So I have lots of multicolored permanents. At 12, it's gonna do some stuff when it attacks, but you'll see it when we get there. I basically just put every transformer that I could, because I was like, oh, it'd be really cute to do more robots. Which ones are robots? All the transformer cards. Guess what? Most of them are multicolored spells. So this just has all the transformers in space and then some good multicolored spells as well. I don't think it's going to be good, but it's going to be really, really fun. Steve, you did win the die roll, so you'll be going first. But first, I have
A pre-game action?
a Leyline of the Guild pact. So it's in my opening hand, so I may begin with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent I control has all colors, and lands I control are every basic type in addition to their other types.
Any other pregame effects?
No.
Yeah, my Gemstone Caverns.
I'll draw for turn, and I will play a tapped Minas Tirith as my land, and I will pass.
I'm gonna play a Stomping Ground, taking 2. And I'm going to tap it for Saz's Chocobo.
Oh.
So whenever a land I control enters, I put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Go ahead.
I hate that I have to look at that card and go, yeah, that's actually scary.
No, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
I've been beaten to death by those a lot.
No. Island.
That's 5 colors.
It's every color. I don't have anything I can play though, so I'm gonna pass.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna untap and draw. And I think thematically appropriate as the colorless deck, I get to play a colorless land, Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Lets me gain life for every colorless creature I control. And then I get to play a Soul Ring, a little bit of colorless ramp. And then I'm gonna play one of my favorite underplayed cards, Voltaic Servant. At the beginning of my end step, I can untap an artifact. Soul Ring, untapped for all my colorless instants. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Yeah, you're gonna Warping Whale my creature, or the Sausage Chocobo. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play Plains in space, and then I'm going to play Tatoru Toru in space. And then when Tatoru Toru enters, I draw a card, and target opponent may draw a card.
Lua has objectively the worst deck. I think she's trying to draw cards.
No! You don't know what I just drew!
Whenever an opponent draws a card, if it isn't that player's turn, I make a tapped treasure token. It only triggers once per turn, but I'm gonna make a tapped treasure, and that's my turn.
I'm gonna play an Evolving Wild. Trigger, I get a counter on Saz's Chocobo. Let's see, I'm gonna sacrifice it. I got a trigger on Saz's Chocobo for this forest entering. And then I'm gonna tap this for a crop rotation.
Oh my god.
Sacrificing this.
Is anyone else getting flashbacks to Tori's Tifa deck?
I'm just gonna try to shortcut this to make it easy. I'm getting a Riveteer's Overlook trigger. It's gonna sacrifice immediately.
And you gain a life.
I gain a life, and I get a forest.
And then it does it again?
Yeah.
So your bird is at 4?
All right, I'm at 36.
Go ahead. Sure. I'm just gonna play a Talisman of Unity. We're working on our mana base so that I can cast things next turn.
Untap. This is a Horizon of Progress. Ooh-wee. The important part is that I can pay 3 to put a land from my hand onto the battlefield, or I can pay a life to make mana, specifically a land I control could produce, but it's a mana of any type. And so most of the ones that do this don't let you do colorless.
That doesn't say color, it says type.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all ready for this?
Actually,
Actually, I think I'm just gonna...
Ooh, Space Jam, because we're in space.
Those little aliens, I hope they get a secret lair.
I am going to tap out in my main phase to activate my Horizon of Progress to put in a land tapped. It'll be this Treasure Vault. Fun. I'm going to move to my end step, and I will use Voltaic Servant's ability to untap my Treasure Vault. I'll pass the turn.
Cool. I'll untap. I'll draw. Ooh. I'll play Plains. Yeah, I will cast my commander, the Seriema, and find me a legendary Magic the Gathering card. I will find Phalia, Exuberant Shepherd, the legendary dog. In space. I will move to discard. Discard of Plains.
Cool.
Go.
I'll play this Luxury Suite. I'm gonna play Crucible Worlds.
Nice. It's pretty good for a lands deck, huh?
Yeah, wow.
Clickable. Okay, well, like,
And I'll attack you with the Chocobo for 5.
it's just a little 5.
It's a bird.
5.
I just have PTSD from last game. I'll take 5.
Go ahead. I'm gonna play for its more than meets the eye side. Goldbug, humanity's ally, but we're gonna play the other side. So this side says Goldbug, Scrappy Scout, Living Metal. A human spells you control can't be countered. Whenever Goldbug and at least one human attack, draw a card and convert Goldbug. He would go back to his normal self, which would be a 3/3 that can prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to attacking humans I control. And then whenever I cast my second spell, it would convert. I will, though, tap 2 for another robot, my Cybermat.
Oh, cute.
It's got Skulk, and then whenever it attacks, if it isn't blocked, and isn't blocked, it gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking artifact creatures I have. It's a 2/1. I now have a 2/1 and a 1/3 blocker, and then I'll pass.
Alrighty, we're gonna untap.
Can't wait for my uncounterable human that you guys are gonna see.
And now, as it is the 4th turn of the game, it's also the 4th floor, everybody. The door is open to... Well, I'm actually make sure my math works here. I was gonna do a whole thing where I dramatically played my commander, but instead I drew one of my favorite cards, so I'm gonna play that instead. They're gonna pay 6 mana for Chamil, the Inner Sun.
Oh.
Yeah. Spells I control can't be countered. And beginning of my end step, discover 5, which means I exile cards until I hit a non-land 5 or less, and then I can either cast it or put it in my hand. Discover. Ooh, Metalworker. Cool. I have a artifact. I have a artifact. Okay. I will move to my end step, and my ever-relevant Voltaic Servant will move and untap
Soul Ring.
this Soul Ring. Yeah.
Hey, he did his thing.
Cool.
Good job.
I'll play a Ganjo. All right, I'll play Venat, Heart of Hydaelyn. So when I cast a legendary spell that maybe we know about, I could draw a card.
What's the other thing, dude?
Oh, another thing, I just pay 7 and then exile target permanent and then flip it, and it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, the other side is an indestructible, and then it makes something indestructible on my side of the field.
I feel like you really buried the lead there, buddy.
It was 7 mana, it's 7 mana.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
barely good and limited. I want to send a message and attack Tori for 0.
Okay.
Go.
I'm gonna play this forest from my graveyard.
That's a synergy.
Let's see. I'm gonna tap forward, and I'm gonna play Hearthhull, the World Seed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tap the Chocobo to station him. He's gonna go wee all the way to space. And I'm gonna put 6 counters
It's pretty good.
on.
It's like almost a body now, right?
Yeah, 2 more. It'll be Flying, Vigilance, Haste, and then whenever I sacrifice the land, each opponent loses 2 life.
It's like actually kind of a problem.
And then for 2, I can pay 1, sack a land, draw 2 cards, and play an additional land this turn.
Holy cow, yeah, okay.
Now it's your turn.
I would like to play Kenrith. He's uncounterable,
Uncounterable, yeah.
but he has to be cool though, Steve, because then when I attack with him, you can draw a card because I'll be drawing a card off of it.
Oh, you'll make a treasure. Yeah.
Or you'll make a treasure.
Oh wait,
right?
no,
yeah.
it's only if it's not your turn.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not my turn? Sorry, Steve. Never mind. This card's-
You don't have to be cool about it. It's fine.
This has Skulk, so it can't be blocked. Just Tori, right? That's the only person I can swing this at.
I'll take 2.
Just 2 from my little robot. It's just him, so actually it would be 3, right?
Because it is declared as unblocked.
Mhm.
yes.
That's when he attacks and isn't blocked, so it's going to be 3. Okay. Not as I'm cooking though, don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna untap my cards and draw my card turn. Woo! We're gonna activate the Metalworker, and I can reveal any number of artifact cards. So I'm gonna reveal a Mystic Forge, which I just drew for turn, and an Unwinding Clock.
Right.
So I'm gonna make 4 generic mana, colorless mana. Then we're going to tap the Treasure Vault here to play my commander, the Eternity Elevator. It goes on forever.
What does it do?
It taps for 3.
Mm-hmm. And what's the station?
I basically have a Thran Dynamo in the command zone, but if I do ever get it to 20 counters with station, I can add X mana of any color where X is the number of charge counters on it. So as soon as I hit 20, I can then tap it for like 20, but
But you still gotta hit it.
I gotta get it to 20. And I mean, that's actually one thing I like about this deck is like, even if I am incentivized to like ramp to big Eldrazi's, I'm gonna be like, well, I can station. I'm not gonna attack anybody.
That's funny.
So I have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana still. That's kind of cool. But I don't love everything on the hand that I have, and I would love to maybe hit a land drop. So we're gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, and play one of those revealed cards, that Mystic Forge. I can look at the top card of my library at any time. I can cast the top card if it's an artifact or a colorless non-land card. Oh, I can't even make my land drops with this. Well, that's cringe. Anyways, I'm gonna take a peek at the top card. That is a colorless card. That's fun. Then I'm gonna play the other colorless card I've revealed, therefore making Metalworker useless. An Unwinding Clock. All right, I'm going to move to my end step. I'm gonna stack the Chameel trigger before the Voltaic Servant trigger. And the Voltaic Servant is going to target the Eternity Elevator. Sure, untap 3 generic mana. I will tap for 3 generic mana, and then cast my Kozilek's Command for 1. I get to make an Eldrazi spawn, and I will scry 1 and draw a card. Nice. Looks pretty good for 3 mana. Scry, draw. And then we will resolve. Oh man, that would have been so cool with Chameel. It's fine. I'm definitely not doing everything out of order. Wait, what's this card? Oh, that's fun. Okay, we'll resolve my Chameel trigger and flip into this Mana Vault.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's all I can do. That was all my end step. Fun stuff from this deck.
Still in your end step after you've done all that.
Steve, no.
Dog.
Oh, okay. I was like, be cool, be cool.
Cast trigger on Philia. I will draw a card.
Okay.
Dog. That's all. That's all.
Dog.
Congratulations.
I will untap my artifacts with you, my friend.
I will play a Plains. I will go to combat. Tori, you don't have any blockers.
I don't.
I'm just doing it just to flicker this. I will attack Tori with Philia. And yeah, just Philia. And Felia trigger will flicker my Seriema until the end step. Then, main phase 2. I will play Danitha Capuchin, Paragon, trigger, draw a card off Venet. I'll go to my end step. Seriema will come back. Philia will get a counter. Trigger Seriema. I will go and I will get...
I'm gonna respond to that. You're good. It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna sack my treasure vault to make 4 treasures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I go get my creature now? Yeah, let's go. I will go and I will find. So who else is on the ship? There's so many named characters on the ship. Who else could it be? Who's showing up? Where is he? He's
Steve, are you
Doctor
okay?
Who.
where is he? He's all the way at the top. It's Cloud, Midgar mercenary. Wow, he's in space too.
He's a space mercenary.
Cloud from Transformers.
All right, my turn.
I will untap my artifacts until his turn.
I'm gonna station Saj's Chocobo to add 6 more counters to Hearthhull, the World Seed. All right, so now it has Flying, Vigilance, and Haste. Whenever I sacrifice a land, each opponent loses 2 life.
And so it's a 6/7.
Yes. I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna play Loot. Exuberant Explorer. Pay an additional land on each of my turns. I'm going to return Riveteer's Overlook and Evolving Wilds to the battlefield. Yeah, all right. So I'm putting 2 more counters on Saj's Chocobo. This is going to sacrifice immediately, and I'm also going to tap and sacrifice this and do them at the same time just to save myself drawing and shuffling. So I'll gain a life. These are both going to get shuffled in. Since they were both sacrificed, each opponent's going to lose 2 twice. So 4 total. There's going to be 2 more counters on Saj's Chocobo. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay this, and I'm going to sacrifice one of my forests. Everyone takes 2.
Okay, and this.
I draw 2 cards. Lil has the most life, so I'll probably attack her. It's just 7. You'll be like really close
Yeah,
to
7
Ian. Love your
commander
life.
damage. Right.
That is all.
Great. Super cool. Hard. I'm gonna play a World Tree tapped. All right, I'm gonna play Slicer.
Yay, my favorite.
He's got double strike, so it's 6. I think I'm gonna send everything at Tor. And if something dies, it's fine because I just need some attack triggers. I have a couple things. So on attack, because I'm attacking with a human and gold bug, I can draw a card and then it converts it. And then if this damage goes through, I would get +X+O for the number of attacking robots I control. So, or artifact creatures, so it would get 3. So I'm gonna go through, draw a card, and then convert this back. So Goldbug will come in and says it can prevent all combat damage that we dealt to attacking humans I control. And then whenever I cast my second spell, each turn he would convert back to what he was at. So that's my 1 trigger here.
All right, I'll block Slicer with.
So I'm gonna go to my end step, and then I will pass.
I'm gonna drop. Inventor's Fair. It's a cool land. Look at the top card because the Mystic Forge. I think I'm gonna pay a life and exile the top card of my library. It is a Talon Gates of Madara, but I cannot play lands off the top, so stinky. I'm gonna tap my Elevator, which is the best commander ever. It's an elevator. I'm gonna play Glaring Fleshraker. Oh no.
I will reprieve it.
Okay.
Just because I mostly want to draw a card.
Oh, beans. Okay, well, I'm gonna play a Glaring Fleshraker again.
What?
Steve.
No way.
When I cast a color spell, I make a little spawn guy. But as Steve mentioned, it's a little scary because whenever another colorless enters the battlefield under my control, it deals damage to each opponent. I will not be offended if people kill it, I understand. And I'm gonna play Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. When he is cast, I get to draw 4 cards. So I'm gonna do that. Cool. 1, 2,
It's his turn.
3,
This card
4. That'll come in and it'll ping everybody for 1. And then Kozilek will enter and that'll ping everybody for 1. Okay, I'm gonna cast this Mox Opal. It's gonna trigger the Fleshraker. It's gonna make a spawn. That's going to ping everybody for 1. I'm going to tap the Mox Opal. Cast this Expedition map, which is going to Flesh Raker, ping everybody for 1. Okay, I'm going to crack 2 spawns, go to 1 spawn left to play a Thought Vessel, which is going to be my Flesh Raker trigger, which is going to ping everybody. At the very least, I'm going to use my artifact creatures to station my Eternity Elevator, so it's going to get 2 counters on it. I am going to move to my end step. I'm going to have a Chimil trigger, and I'm going to have a Voltaic Servant trigger. I guess I'll just untap my elevator. Sure. Doesn't do anything. And then we'll have the Chimil trigger, and I'll put in a Forsaken Monument. So colorless creatures I control get +2/+2, and whenever I tap a permanent for colorless, I add another colorless, and if I cast a colorless spell, I gain 2 life. The Glaring Flesh Raker gets cast, which gives you a spawn, which gives a ping. Sure, while I still can, I'm gonna activate the Expedition map, go get a land to put in my hand. Okay, I go to pass.
Okay, I will cast Cloud Midgar Mercenary, draw a card. ETB trigger on Cloud, assuming he resolves ETB trigger. Yeah. I will go and I think get Colossus Hammer. So this is in my hands. I will cast Pure Steel Paladin. I will play the Great Furnace, or no, Ancient Dam. Great Furnace is the red one. Yeah. And then I will cast Colossus Hammer. Yeah. ETB trigger, draw a card. I'm equip Colossus Hammer to Den at the Capuchin. It gets +10/+10 and loses flying. Okay. I will then play Griff's Boon on Den at the Capuchin, which gives it +1/+0 and gains flying. Because of the ordering, it has flying. Okay, yeah, so I'll go to combat. I will attack Ian with 13 with flying in the air. Okay. I will send Philia at Lua, trigger on Philia to flicker the Seriema. First strike damage, you take 13, I gain 13, and then normal damage, you take 3. I'm chillin'. I think I will leave it as is. End step, this comes back. Billy gets a counter, and I will go and grab a legend. All right, I guess I'll get Runetail. Runetail Kitsune Ascendant is in my hands now.
What did that do?
If I have 30 or more life, it flips, and it is an enchantment that says, prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures I control. That's it.
Draw for turn. For 5, I'm going to play Mazarek Crawl Death Priest. It's a flying 2/2. Yeah, whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Oh, so I am just dead?
Yeah. So I'm going to use Crucible of Worlds and Loot to get back these 2 lands. That's some things that happen. This is going to sacrifice. I'm going to gain a life. I'm going to sacrifice this immediately. So everyone will take 4. There's going to be a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. I'm going to use a couple of dice because there's also going to be 2 triggers from Saz Chocobo there. And then this gets 2 counters. This gets 2 counters.
This gets 2 counters, and this gets...
Gonna go get 2 lands. Okay, so I go to combat. So yeah, this is gonna be a 6, 7, 8, 9 attacking you with vigilance and flying.
Okay. Desperation time. I'm gonna pay an exile top card in my library.
What was it?
It's a Moraganda Raceway. No max speed in this game. Lol. That's a very funny card. That's not gonna help me at this current moment. Okay. I will go to take 9 and go to 1.
Yes. And then I'll pay 1, sacrificing a land. I'll sacrifice my forest. Everyone will take 2.
I'll respond to the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna overload Eldritch Immunity. Target creature I control gets protection from each color until the end of turn. They will all get, but importantly, that is a colorless spell, so I'm gonna gain 2 life. Cool. You guys are gonna lose 3 because there's also gonna be a spawn that comes out of that. And then I will lose my 2 life going back to 1.
Drew my 2 cards. I get to play an additional land on my turn on top of these. I'll play a Wooded Foothills. Sacrifice it.
Oh, okay.
Deal 2 to everyone.
Are we done?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I get a turn. I'm sure. I'm going to play for a Smothering Tithe. I think I'll just hold it. I'll keep all my guys here, and I will pass.
Okay, I will draw.
Can I make a treasure?
Yep. I will play Steel Shaper's Gift. I will get Blacklit. Blackblade Reforged.
Here comes the boom.
Play Blackblade Reforged. Draw a card off a nat. Debating. Okay, that's fine. ETB trigger on the Pure Steel. I will not, because this is a May. I will not draw. Okay, 2 for Sword of War and Peace. I will not draw a card. I will equip both of these to Cloud for free. Make him big, and he has protection from red and white.
I have a generous gift. Would you like to respond to my generous gift, Steve?
Targeting Cloud.
Unfortunately, I will target the sword.
Yeah, I will cast Sword of Truth and Justice, which is the +2/+2 protection from blue and white, and then I think it puts like a counter and proliferates or whatever. Okay, I will not draw a card off the Pure Steel. I would like to equip to Cloud. I would like to go to combat. I will send Danitha Caption at you. Cloud at Lua. Philia will attack Tori, and I have a Philia trigger. I will exile this.
Yep.
Until the next end step. So it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at you, and then 13, 17 at Tori.
I'm gonna sacrifice these two and just put an extra counter on my thing so I die faster. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had just a Inga and Eska in my hand. Yeah, I would have played things a little differently if I thought this game was gonna go a little faster. I really wanted to get out my spaceship a turn one or two ago, but I wanted to hold out till I had a couple extra multicolored spells. However, Smothering Tithe making all my permanents, and the Leyline making it so my
Such a
permanents
funny
are
combo.
multicolored was like really exciting, and so I was gonna play that earlier, but knowing what had happened, I just wanted to hold on to the generous gift to see if there was like anything I could do. But
I was tasked with a hard decision because I was either going to cast the Mazarek to try to get the counters to take out Ian and get the sacrificing and everything I had to do, but as I drew my card for turn, it was this one, which each creature you control gets +1/+0 whatever time attacked. But the important thing is it has landfall that whenever a land enters, you get an additional combat phase.
Well, that would have killed me too, right?
I don't think so, because I was like, if there's a trick, I can't like get the counters additional on. I wouldn't be able to get the counters on here additionally. It would only be a 7 at best.
Had 2.
But it would have been 14, which would be like enough. But the thing is, I was like unsure if there was a way you could like get around it, and then I also wouldn't have any big guys for the crackback over here. And I needed the other flyer because of Philia, so didn't really matter. But I also had the Beast Within, Overgrown Tomb, Rampant Growth, and Realms Uncharted.
I had this Shard Mage's Rescue, which was hexproof protection for any of my creatures, but not for the equipments themselves. So I felt pretty safe with this creature at least.
So I was unaware that there was a combo in this deck, but then you brought up the Mystic Forge combo, Steve, and I was like, oh, am I playing Sensei's Top? Because once again, colorless decks have like no card draw, and I was like, I guess I am. Honestly, I think my deck wouldn't have done much if I didn't get the Mystic Forge. I think that card's very, very good for a colorless deck. I had a ton of fun though. I like colorless decks a lot. I think like, once again, having every single one of your lands be a toolbox is like super crazy. And like, even when I was flooding, I was still like, oh, the lands do stuff. Like, that's really cool. So yeah, I had a Inventor's Fair as one of my lands, and I could have grabbed the Sensei's Top, which I normally probably wouldn't have done, but yeah, if the game needed to end, it needed to end.
Well, that was our first time trying Spacecraft. Let us know what you thought about Spacecraft. It's something a little bit different. I really like the stationed mechanic, so you can like just tap your little guys to make things happen, which is pretty cute.
Very fun.
And I think all of the spacecrafts themselves were really different from each other, which was a really fun design choice, so I enjoyed that. If you want to see more of Ian and Steve, we do have their info down in the description box below. They're on the YouTubes, they're on the internet, they make stuff. Sometimes you will see Steve, but he does make stuff despite saying he's not a content creator. Ian does a bunch of cool CDH stuff. You can check out their channel and show them some support.
And to see more episodes like these, check us out on Patreon. It's the #1 way to support the show. And while you're here, leave us a like and comment. Let us know what you think about the new stations, and we'll see you next time.
Going up.
Thank you for watching this episode of ScryBabies. Tori and I would like to thank our patrons who make episodes like the one you saw today possible. We'd like to give a special shout out to our producer tier: Matthew, Lore Keeper, Old Panda, and Uncle Butts. Thank you so much for being producers. Be sure to check out this tier for unique benefits and special rewards. And to thank you to our Tier 5 and Tier 4 patrons: Double Zero Montangro, Dead, Guillermo, Matt Wingrove, and We love our patrons and we hang out with them every week on our Discord. Be sure to check out Patreon for other benefits as low as $1 US. We'll see you there.